Good evening. You're to the point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Three farm bills were cleared by the Lok Sabha today. They're called marquee bills. They were cleared as ordinances all the way back in June. Today, the Lok Sabha cleared it amidst heavy politicking. Lots of protests by farmers as well. The government says this is reformist. This will bring in huge reforms in India's agriculture sector. The opposition says you're taking advantage of farmers. The farmers, extremely insecure, are opposing the bill. Most of them from the north are opposing the bill. Well, in the midst of all this politics, will farmers be collateral? That's what we're asking. In midst of dramatic farmer protests, political theatrics, the Lok Sabha cleared three controversial farm sector bills. The bills now will be tabled in Rajya Sabha on Saturday.
हमारी सरकार किसानों को एमएसपी के माध्यम से उचित मूल्य दिलाने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है। पहले भी थे, आज भी हैं, आगे भी रहेंगे। सरकारी खरीद भी पहले की तरह जारी रहेगी।
So while the government and many agriculture experts see the three farm ordinances now cleared by Lok Sabha as reformist, why is there massive farmer opposition, especially from North Indian states? Why does the farmer feel the bills will compromise and not empower them?
क्या मोदी जी आज ये 3 अध्यादेश लेकर के आए हैं, ये उतने ही सच हैं जब वो उस गद्दी पर बैठे थे उन्होंने ये कहा था कि मैं किसान का कर्जा मुक्त कर दूंगा। क्या ये वो सच्चाई आज उतनी ही सच्चाई है?
किसानों को बिल्कुल झूठ बोल बोल कर गुमराह कर दिया इन्होंने, बिल्कुल पूरी तरह से पूंजीपतियों को बढ़ावा देने के लिए इन्होंने पूरा स्टॉक करने की इजाजत दे दी है।
एमएसपी हमको दिखाने के लिए मत दिखा लो, उस पर खरीद करनी है। सरकार ने एक बार भी नहीं बोला है कि हम खरीद करेंगे। सरकार बोल रही है कि एमएसपी रहेगी। एमएसपी रहना और एमएसपी पे खरीद करना, ये दो अलग अलग बात है।
पंजाब में 25,000 आड़तियां है, उसके साथ लगभग 12,50,000 लेबर काम करती है। ये सभी बेरोजगार हो जाएंगे। मल्टीनेशनल कंपनियां आएंगी, वो इनको 100-150 रुपए दाम ज्यादा देंगी, किसानों को 2 साल देंगी, 6 महीने देंगी या 1.5 साल देंगी, उसके बाद किसानों की लूट होगी।
जैसे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फार्मिंग में इन्होंने कहा कि किसान के साथ बड़ी कंपनियां जुड़ेंगी और वो पहले से भाव तय होगा और तय होने के बाद फिर किसान से वो कंपनियां उस भाव पे माल को खरीदेंगी। लेकिन क्या होगा यदि कल कंपनी कह दे कि ये माल की तो क्वालिटी डाउन है? किसान ने कितनी मेहनत की है, कितनी लागत लगाई, वो तो बर्बादी के कगार पे पहुंच जाएगा।
किसान जो अपनी खेती है वो बड़ी कंपनियों को बेच देगी, तो क्या बड़ी कंपनियां जमीन सारी ले लेगी, तो किसान को अपनी खेती होते हुए भी अपनी खेती में मजदूर की तरह काम करना पड़ेगा और अपनी गरीबी में बढ़ोतरी हो जाएगी।
Politics at the back of farmer unrest is raging, with Harsimrat Kaur Badal from the Shiromani Akali Dal tendering in her resignation as union minister.
I did not want to be a part of that government which would shove this down the throats of my farmers who felt that with this legislation today, their future has been ruined for good.
The party's 5 MPs in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha are all set to oppose the bill, going against their ally. Protest by ally Shiromani Akali Dal and farmer sentiment against the bill in his state has put Haryana Deputy CM and JJP party president Dushyant Chautala in a bind. Till now supporting the bill, the Deputy CM, whose political inheritance is ingrained in grassroots farmer politics, is now being questioned as why he doesn't express his dissent. The Congress, on a war footing riding the farmer sentiment, is taking the government to task, with Rahul Gandhi calling the bill anti-farmer in a tweet. The party attacking the bill today seemed to have forgotten that in the manifesto for 2019 Lok Sabha elections, it had promised abolition of APMC Act and making agricultural produce free from restrictions. Exactly what the government proposes in its bill. In the midst of this political storm and political parties making a quick buck of insecure farmers, will the poor Kisan fall collateral to political upmanship? Bureau Report, India Today. Before we go to our quick face-off, I want to take our viewers through the 4 points of view on these 3 bills. All stakeholders, what are those points of views? Very quickly, let's take you through those. Number 1, let's begin with how the centre looks at this bill. The centre seeks to open up farm sector to private investments. Let's move on. The bills allow firms to buy directly from farmers, allow market discovery of prices. This is how the centre sees it. How does the farmer see it right now? Where the farmer says, unlike MSP, bills have no price. Guarantee dispute settlement modes are suspect. Bills are drafted to favour big business houses. Corporates is what the farmers are wary of. How do the corporates see it here? Well, allowing them to partner with farmers. How does the state sees it? Let's quickly get you how do the state sees it. A loss of revenue and jurisdiction. Well, this was bound to happen where if these 3 bills go through. Let's quickly right now take you through our panelists this evening. I have with me Pawan Khera, spokesperson of the Congress, and I have RP Singh from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Mr. Khera, I'd like to begin with you. Just, you know, there's a lot being said about your 2019 manifesto, and we'd like to put it out there. Are you making a quick buck of the farmer unrest today? Because this is exactly what you proposed in, say, 2019 in your manifesto.
Preeti, first of all, let me once for all clarify. Our manifesto clearly mentioned setting up of farmer markets every 2 to 3 kilometers, because APMC as it is, it may be a safety net. Of course, it is a safety net, but it is 50 to 60 kilometers away from the farmer. So you need more and more farmers markets. That's, you know, they'll only selectively quote from our manifesto. We are very clear. Did we propose tinkering of MSP? We did not. You read our Punjab manifesto, it's the same mechanism which drafted the Punjab manifesto of 2017. It is clearly mentioned that MSP will not be tinkered with. Now, if they are so convinced that they're right, let them first convince their own allies, Akali Dal. Let them convince all the 250 farmers' bodies which are protesting out on the roads. You cannot do away with public procurement. You cannot do away with MSP. You cannot do away with PDS. Let them give a written assurance. Let this be a part of the proposed bill, and then we talk to them.
All right, before I go to RP Singh, Pawan Khera, I'd like to ask you, how did your manifesto, whatever you suggested there, differ from what these 3 bills are today?
I'll tell you. Number 1, we said that as a precursor to touching the APMC, the precursor has to be setting up of more farmers markets at every 2 to 3 kilometers. Now that gives the farmer a wider option instead of restricting the options as they are doing today. We never suggested or proposed or even mentioned MSP, removal of the MSP in our manifesto. This bill today, the ordinance and the bill today, MSP, even the farmers, even the Akali Dal is not convinced about Prime Minister's promise on MSP, because it's the same government which has forgotten its constitutional obligation of GST. So how can anyone trust them even when the Prime Minister comes and says, MSP we won't touch?
All right.
So hang on, these are the 2 things. Public procurement. Did our manifesto say that we'll do away with public procurement? Did our manifesto say we'll do away with MSP? No, we did not. That's a major difference, and that's the difference which the farmers understand very well. Let these spokespersons of BJP try and mislead the farmers. The farmers understand who's with them, who's not with them.
All right. Okay. Can I get in the BJP spokesperson, RP Singh? RP Singh, you know, there is one grain of thought. Especially if you look at the farmers that are actually protesting, you can say the Congress is trying to make a quick buck off their back, but farmers are protesting. There were at least 1,000 farmers who got beaten up just 4 days ago in Kurukshetra in Haryana. My question, sir, is that if you are looking at these sweeping reforms, which might be really good for the agriculture sector, you don't have the structural setup for it. Are you putting the onus on the farmers then?
Preeti, my friend Pawan Khera has been speaking lies on your live TV channel. He is throwing bundles of lies on your TV channel. Let me make it very clear that MSP is going to stay and it's going to stay forever. This is an ongoing process where they also wanted reforms. Exactly word by word they have put in their manifesto of 2019, exactly word by word, that this need to be done. Now since we have done it, oh, why BJP has done so? That's the problem. And they are misleading the farmer, and I'm accepting there are certain farmers or associations may be misled. The best option is that they have now farmers will get an option, or the third option also now. There is mandis now. They can sell it directly to in the local markets, and they can sell it to the bigger markets now. They can sell it to other markets also. And there is nothing which is stopping them from selling using the route of any of the markets. The problem is that Mr. Khera is trying to fish in troubled water, and his party is trying to, I mean, as a party is the Twitter to the party, they every morning they have to start with some Twitter, and they have started it. I'm saying on record, MSP will stay, mandis will stay, and this is going to be a reform like 1991. Which Narasimha Rao brought for the Indian economy. It's going to be reformed like that for agriculture in India now.
Mr. RP Singh, before I go back to Pawan Khera, I want to ask you two very quick questions. You just heard from the farmers on the show tonight. One point they raised. MSP, you might say, will stay, but khareed nahi hogi. Right now, there is a guarantee that the government buys off the farmers there. Number two, what about, marginal, small-time farmers? 86%, as per the last farm census, 86.2% have less than 2 hectares of land. They are totally dependent on their local mandis and local markets.
So, okay, now let me repeat it again. 25% as is being done now. Similarly, it will done even after this. After this bill, it will done. The MSP purchase will done in a similar fashion. So I make it clear to your viewers. On 86% of the poor farmers, there's a problem. They don't want poor farmer to take advantage of his produce, because there are certain big fishes. The people who manages the farming activity, they don't want others to come in and help the poor farmer. And again, I heard here one of the farmers saying that tomorrow if the crop is not good, even then it will be in favor of the farmer, not in favor of the contractor. Let's be very clear. So Congress can mislead people for a certain time, but they can't mislead them forever. Let's be clear. Once people start understanding how it's going to be beneficial for people, they will come on board. And then there's only certain section within Punjab which has been instigated because of the political reason.
All right, okay, Pawan Khera, the Congress right now extremely unsecure, fueling the insecurity of the farmers, of course, because most of the farmers are not really relying on the government on these three bills, primarily because in places like Punjab, in places like Haryana, it's the Congress which actually runs these local farmer bodies.
Let's talk facts, which my friend RP Singh deliberately tries to avoid. I'll give you the example of moong. Look at the difference between the market price of moong and the MSP. Isn't the market price far lower than the MSP? Let's only talk about 2 or 3 items today. Moong, maize, corn, makka, RP Singh ji. MSP or market price mein kitna antar hai? So when this safety net of public procurement plus MSP, aap kehte rahiye MSP rahega, who will believe you? Nobody believes even the Prime Minister's word. Without public procurement, what will I do with the MSP? Let's not ridicule each other. Please, it's a very serious discussion. Without public procurement,
I'll come to you, Mr. Singh. Let him respond. I'll come to you. Best we all hear each other. Make your point, Mr. Khera.
Without public procurement, what will a farmer do with MSP? Public procurement is a must. Number 2, mandis. I have dealt with APMCs when I was in government. Mandis are arbiters in terms of a dispute. Whenever a farmer gets into a dispute.
Mr. Khera, who runs the local mandis, the APMCs in Haryana, sir? Which party has
besides the
which
point.
party
Who
has
stops
hold
them?
over
Let
them?
them go and win the elections now. That's a very strange argument. That's a very strange argument. Have I stopped them from contesting elections in APMC? Let them do it. Arey, that's not an argument. Even farmers of Gujarat today are protesting. Are we controlling those mandis? Farmers of Maharashtra, sorry, we don't control those mandis. It's not which political party. It's a democracy. Anybody can go and control the mandis. आप भी लड़िए चुनाव कौन रोक रहा है? Issue is, as I said, APMCs are the best arbiters. The farmers trust the arbitration of APMCs. Which farmer, a 2-acre farmer, can have the courage and the confidence to enter the SDM's office? वो पटवारी से आगे नहीं जा पाता. हम भी किसान रहे. हम भी
Fair
जानते
point.
हैं गांव
Okay, I want to bring in. Okay, I want to bring in RP Singh again. RP Singh, ultimately, it's going to come down to the lowest common denominator. 86% of your farmers have less than 2 hectares of land. How are these bills actually going to benefit those? You're basically safeguarding the interest of large landholders.
No way. No way. It's other way around. It's going to give benefit to those 86% only. Because there's all this agitation in the large landholders only. By the artis, by the people who run the mandis, is agitation by them. Because the game is, because the political cloud, that they will lose the political cloud. And since directly the 86% will get benefit, the political benefit will come to us. They don't want that to happen. Because that 2-acre farmer can also decide where he want to sell and how he want to sell. And as such,
if somebody who has 2 hectares, will he not go to his local mandi? Will he actually sell his produce to a corporate in Tamil Nadu? You and I both know the answer to that, sir.
So he will have, he can go. Who's stopping him? You're not forcing him to do so. He can always go there also. So there are 2 options. There is a third option also now. Let the farmer decide. Why shall Pawan Khera's leaders, political leaders, who run the mandis, why shall they decide?
All right, okay.
Why should people, give me another second.
Preeti,
I should not, can I another second? Why shall Dalal decide on this? Let the people who are going to suffer or not are going to take benefit out of this. Let them decide on it.
Fair enough. Okay, Pawan Khera, please respond.
Preeti, there will be no fees on transactions outside the mandi, right, as per the new act. They will, however, let's assume for a minute that the mandi also coexists. There will be fees in the mandi. Obviously, the mandi will get destroyed in the process because there is another option where there is no fees. And the fees, by the way, is not paid out of the pocket of the farmers. Let's be very clear. They are trying to mislead even there. So you are in one stroke of pen destroying the mandis. So there is no other option for the farmer but the option chosen by Mr. Modi and his government for the farmer. And the farmer cannot travel to Tamil Nadu, a 2-acre farmer. I agree with you. He cannot travel anywhere. So whoever comes to his field, gives whatever price for his produce, will have to be done by the farmer.
10 seconds, 10 seconds. Okay, Mr. Singh, 10 seconds and I need to close the show.
Khera, Mr. Khera, thank you so much. You accepted on the debate that you are working for the people who run the mandis. You're not looking for farmers. You're not looking for
not criminals. I'm sorry.
This is going to explode into an argument right now, and I'm going to leave it at that. Appreciate both you gentlemen for joining us. The only thing I would reckon that the citizen of this country hopes is that in this politics, the collateral is not the farmer. Because right now, the Indian farmers, especially the ones in North India, because we've seen them protest, are highly insecure. Let's keep their interest first. Appreciate you all for joining us. Up next is my colleague Shiv. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.